Good morning, Siegel High School. Would you please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance and the moment of silence?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now for a moment of silence. History of Veterans Day. World War I, known at the time as the Great War, officially ended when the Treaty of Versailles was signed on June 28, 1919, in the Palace of Versailles outside the town of Versailles, France. However, fighting ceased 7 months earlier when an armistice, or temporary cessation of hostilities between Allied nations and Germany, went into effect on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. For that reason, November 11, 1918 is generally regarded as the end of the war to end all wars. On November 7th, President Donald J. Trump issued a presidential proclamation to recognize Veterans Day. President Trump paid tribute to the men and women in uniform who have given so much in service to America that include the following statement in this proclamation. Our veterans represent the very best of America. They have bravely answered the call to serve in the finest military force in the world and have earned the dignity that comes with wearing the uniform and defending our great flag. On Veterans Day, we honor all Americans who have served in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard, both in times of war and peace. For nearly 100 years since the end of the World War I, Veterans Day has given us a time to pay due respect to our veterans, who have passed the torch of liberty from one generation to the next. Today, I would like to recognize Siegel High School's faculty and staff who have served in our great nation as veterans. Mr. Dusenberry, U.S. Air Force, 9 years. Mr. Singh, U.S. Army, 12 years. Officer Sanders, U.S. Marine Corps, 11 years. Sergeant Turner, U.S. Army National Guard, 6 years. Mrs. Hardwick, U.S. Army, 5 years. Mr. Metcalf, U.S. Army Reserves, 22 years. Mr. Boutte, U.S. Marine Corps, 4 years. Mrs. Tofert, U.S. Army, 2 years. Chief Warrant Officer 4 Alcindor, U.S. Army, 25 years. Master Sergeant Thurston, U.S. Army, 20 years. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Thanks, guys. We are having a food day today. Hopefully you remember to bring your money with you. A couple reminders for food day. It is in the gym hallway, so you will have to go back there to purchase your food. It is only during your scheduled lunch. Okay, it's not like the Homecoming Festival where you can just take off all lunch. It's just during your scheduled lunch. So only go back there during your scheduled lunch to get your food. Hope to see you there, guys.
Criminal Justice Club is selling t-shirts sizes small to extra large available for $15. See Coach Childers or Mrs. Proctor. Interested in science, math, and technology? Love to compete? Students who want to compete on the Science Olympiad team in February must pick up an application from Julia Berry in room 911. Applications must be turned in by Tuesday, November 14th. Now on to you, Lainey.
Thanks, Noah. Attention seniors, the review session for the civics test is today in the auditorium during activity period. It is mandatory. Today's sessions will be names, last names falling between Lawler and Z. Bring a pencil or pen. That's all for your announcement, Siegel. Have a
Thank you for your
service Friday.